Hi everybody, this is Jean-Marc from France. Um, I am in Canada. You know, it looks nice and everything, but the problem is it's quiet, but the quietness is a synonym of boredom sometimes. I honestly don't know if, you know, me and my 3 kids, we are going to stay here because my wife doesn't want to stay here for many reasons. She misses Europe a lot. She misses, you know, the French system a lot. Mainly when it comes to medicals. In France, there is no, I can explain it to you. There is no triage system when you go to emergencies. You just show up there, you wait for a few minutes, and you can go straight away. So I am going to maybe tell you a bit my experience there a few months ago. Just to tell you before I start, I used to work in West Africa before coming here. So I had the experience as well as the hospitals in Western Africa. But by comparison, there is no question about this. There is definitely more, equipment in Canada, infrastructures. The hospitals are better equipped. There's no question about that. Okay, but I think here the problem is in the system and also in the human side. The system is it's nice, you know, it's free, but of course it's not free. You have to pay it through your taxes. What am I saying? But it is very uptight. Like to get an access to a specialist or a doctor, you have to do a lot of things. You have to go through a lot of what is going on and blah blah blah. And when you finish those hospital things, when you get out of there, you have this feeling that, you know, we don't even know what happened to my wife at the end. We lost half a day there. They didn't give medications, they didn't give anything, and we don't even know what is going on. Whereas in Africa, if I was still working there, you know, for the French government, we would have known, you know, what is going on. The doctors in Africa, even there, they would give you, you know, medications. They would, tell you what is going on, if there needs some follow-ups and things like that. But here, no, it's not like this. And you know, there is also this human side in Canada that I honestly don't like. I have to be honest with it. How can I explain it to you? Okay, let's work maybe from this side. There are not many people because I don't want to be my French accent, I'm very noticeable, I guess. But the human side here, when you arrive at those hospitals, you have this feeling that you are treated like a free patient almost. It's like there is not enough care. For example, my wife was there sick, and the lady at the triage, I don't know, when she gave back the card, she kind of, launched it. I didn't like it, so I snubbed her. I'm sorry, but I snubbed her. She's impolite, professional. I'm professional too. And I'm French. I'm not the type of person who was raised like a North American, not showing my emotions. I'm sorry, in France we show up our emotions. when we are angry, oh la 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 la, we are showing our emotions. So I am sorry, but you know, that's how we handle things in France. So, op. Okay, here you have to be careful, but people say, you know, they don't listen, but in fact they listen to you, so you need to be careful about this country. Huh? Sometimes you have this feeling that it's quiet, but in fact they pay attention to actually what you say and things like that. In France it's much more, you know, it's much more obvious, it's much more, you know, visible, those kind of things. Okay, so yes, I said that the human side here is I don't really like it, and the way sometimes they ask, you know, I just was not paying attention for 2 seconds, and there is this lady, yes, address, and you know, this is not the way you deal with patients, right? You're in Canada, you're not in Zimbabwe here, you are not in like, you know, Kazakhstan or I don't know. You know, so there is a minimum. So I also responded to her, you know, oh, the address, oh la la, wait, let me remember, blah blah blah. But you know, there is this attitude here that I don't like. I even have a French person. And this is something that I don't know, is it because they don't exteriorize their feelings, or is it because I don't know what is going on here. But in France, you know, we say things, and when people are angry, you talk them back. You know, it's not like here in Canada. Over there, you talk them back, and you know, things go back to normal. It's a very different society. You may like it if you like to express yourself, like me, to express your feelings. If you like, you know, not to wait in the healthcare, not to wait for a specialist, like months for a specialist to get an operation, or if you like, for example, I don't know, if you like French food, if you like, you know, things like that, you will love France. You will love France and Europe, for sure. So that was about today, actually. I am not, you know, very fond of the healthcare system here. I don't like also you know, this culture of loneliness here in Canada, and it's very special. We say French people, all the Westerners are the same, but no, they are not the same. In France, and I'm not saying it because I'm French, but in France we have more problem of racism there than here. But despite of that, I have noticed that French people in general, they open their door to foreigners sometimes, inviting them to have a cafe, you know, go to cinema on the next weekend. Sometimes if they feel the person is nice, or, you know, studying at the same school as them, they would, you know, invite them at home. And here you can, you know, study with the same person for 3 years. Trust me, you're never gonna get an invitation, even though you're very nice, you know, very sympathetic, unless there's something in you that interests that person, maybe. But otherwise, you'd be, you know, much better off in France, or even in countries like Germany. So this is just the point I would like to say about, you know, loneliness is terrible. The individualism exists in France too, but here it goes to an extreme. Oh la la, it's so extreme. You have no idea. Okay guys, hopefully I'm gonna make another video soon, but leave it here now because I still have a call to make in France. in the next hour. So à bientôt et bonne journée.